So, do you guys want to know anything about the organization and how things got started, and what are you really curious about? Gabrielle?
How did you start
Chat to the Future?
Okay.
That's the name.
You guys wouldn't have heard the story before, so I'll tell the quick version. So I used to teach right in the classroom over here. I'll spin you around. Little classroom over there on the other side of that red wall. And that's where I taught world issues 6 years ago. And one day my class was doing a unit on Africa. One of you is no doubt sitting on Africa right now. And I had a guest speaker come in. Like, who doesn't like having a guest speaker come in? And he had been to Uganda twice and had made some promises that he probably should not have made, but at least he had a garbage bag full of these beautiful beads that were made by Ugandan grandmas. So these pretty things that sold very, very well, like $5,000 worth in the course of a month. We would send the money over, and then we would see pictures 2-3 days later of them spending the money. So they were building a structure, and they bought a cow, and it was all very quick and all very exciting. And one day, guy on the other side I was working with said, "We should do a Skype session." And I remember thinking, that is not going to work. I had never done a Skype session before, and this was a community that barely had electricity. I didn't even tell my students. So when the time came, the green light came on Skype, and I clicked dial, and then there they were. These kids on the other side of the world, who we'd seen their pictures, but we'd never Skyped with them. And I had my students saying, "Is that real, Mr. McKim?" Yes, it is. And then they started singing to us, and it was beautiful. And then, silence. We weren't ready for the Skype session at all. And I looked out at my class and I said, "Guys, we need to sing a song right now." What song do you think we sang? Yes. I want to take a guess.
ABC.
What do you think, John?
Amani Tubin.
Amani Tubin.
Oh, I wish. You see, you guys are so impressive. Your song is in a different language, and it sounds beautiful, and it's so moving. We weren't ready at all. And high school kids, they're not like you. They don't all know songs. Frozen hadn't been out yet, so we didn't all know Let It Go. And so we sang our national anthem. You've heard it before. Oh, Canada. So that was nice. We got to share our national anthem with them. And then they sang and they danced. It was beautiful. And then silence. "Guys, we need to sing another song right now." And then I'm almost embarrassed to say what our second song was. We sang, "Happy Birthday." No. But we weren't ready, and we were all very different in shock. And then we asked some questions, and we had some laughs, and then it was over. And there were kids in my class who were in tears, and I was in tears. It was so powerful, and we agreed that it was just one of the most amazing things we'd ever done. And I tell this to anybody, that when that happens in a classroom, your teacher will usually share it. You feel like you should, and that's all that we did. We just shared it with a few other classes and teachers, who shared it with some more teachers, and then with Twitter we were able to share it further and further. And now we have more than 50 schools across North America, including schools, as you know, in New York and Colorado and Michigan and Toronto up here in Canada. So it's been an adventure. That's how it started, though.
So,
I love that question. That's a good first question.
So you guys can see how, like, one tiny little idea or one tiny little event can lead to something so incredible and so wonderful. You can really affect change. And that's what being a global citizen is all about. Go ahead.
Like, what inspired you to make Chat to the Future?
Oh, well, it's like I said, that Skype session was very powerful, and you guys just did that. And thank you so much for singing to our kids and our friends. They love it. you know, they don't have TV and video games. And so Skype sessions for them are a lot of fun. So thank you for that. So that was part of it. When you teach a class like World Issues, or like you guys, a course called Social Issues, and when you learn that, you know, the penguins are in trouble, you just want to help. I really believe that every person on Earth is kind of connected to one another, that we care. And caring means you probably should take some kind of action. So it was that same thing that inspired you guys to help out with the penguins or to do the readathon for your Ugandan friends. I think it's the same thing.
Some of the kids, why did a lot of the kids we didn't see, but only a few we got to see?
So you'll remember me saying that for some of them, being in their village with cousins and their grandmother was the best decision for them. For 6 of our kids, the ones that you met, sadly they don't have anywhere to go. So they're with us. They get to do the Skype sessions, which, as I said, they love, and they've kind of formed their own family together. You know, which is kind of a reminder that, you know, families come in all different shapes and sizes. And thank you. The only reason Chat to the Future exists is because of thoughtful, creative teachers like yours and hardworking, caring, dedicated kids like you. And we're just so appreciative of the work that you've put in and that you will put in with your upcoming readathon. It's all very exciting. I look forward to hearing about it. I just wanted you to know that our entire team is so thankful for you guys.
Yay. Awesome. Well, I hope that Mr. McKim has inspired you guys to keep wanting to take action and make change, no matter what it might be. But to really, let's try to make a change for these kids that we've met and been enjoying getting to know. So
It's really making a difference, everyone. You know.
Yeah, thank you. All right, guys, let's say goodbye. Bye.
Canada. We'll listen to Canada.
Yes, we're going to listen right now. Bye.